Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, nonsense fans, all over the world, my name's Robert Huddleston. Today, I guess we're going to discuss nonsense or the patriarchy or shit, I don't know. This is going to go all over the place. You ever heard of Aubrey Huff? Aubrey is a former baseball player. I guess he won him a couple World Series. I had to look him up. I'd never heard of the guy. His Twitter's got a picture of him dressed like a cowboy and pictures of him drinking whiskey, and it says, like, loves God, loves guns, toxic masculinity. Well, he started a tweet, and then it was a series of tweets where he posed it like it was an innocent question. I don't understand why any man without a child would ever date or marry a woman who already had a single mom. And then he went on to devolve the situation and say they must think they're the backup man or think that they're just shit and don't deserve anything better. Well, obviously, fans of stepdads all over the world came in and started defending, so he's on the back foot and he's just making fun and cracking jokes and says something that lots of captains say. So if you're a stepdad, you're a captain save a hoe to him. And he finishes up saying that, posting a picture of Belle Delphine, a UK, a British YouTuber who like sells jars of her bathwater, and men buy it. He's calling her a thought, saying she's gonna pump out kids and marry some guy and take her money, and then you'll like picking on like just single Belle Delphine out, and that she'll thought some man's money away. Well, she's probably got more money than Mr. World Series. And I ultimately respond, I'm like, man, only gay guys care this much about what other dudes do with women. Like, you're so upset that some other dude's gonna get taken advantage of and she's not gonna take care of that D well. I mean, I don't know what's your upset when you look at a woman and you're like, well, some poor lovely man's gonna get done dirty by that slut. Oh, so I called him gay on like 5 threads, and I'm getting a bunch of likes. So what's this? Am I just coming on here to call Aubrey Huff a gay guy? No, I mean, Aubrey Huff's obviously a gay guy. I'm here gonna shit on society. Why is Aubrey Huff, obviously a closet homosexual who hates women and hates children, given money or clout or ability to speak loud where people can hear him? We exalted him because he plays a ball game. A fucking children's ball game. Now, I know a lot of you love sports, and sports are integral parts of your life. But almost every one of you out there only fucking played them as children. Children. 1% of people get to go on and do it as a grown-up. Because it's a game without any consequences. It's entertainment. Like, it's even less impressive than acting on an intellectual level. If you're just a gifted athlete, you're a gifted athlete. Denzel Washington has to go learn a new role every year. LeBron James plays one game. You know, Clint Eastwood wrote and directed and had to like study things for movies, and Aubrey Huff just was a switch hitter, or a switch taker, or whatever gay thing he did on the ball field. But we've exalted him to like the epitome of man. I mean, you never put on a tool belt, you never strapped on a gun, you never went into a coal mine, you never climbed up a ladder, you never even put on a business suit and went and did like manly merchantism. You just played a game. But you guys gave him money. I mean, I didn't give him money. The only sport I watch is fighting. If fighting goes away as a sport, I'll still be able to go watch fights on Saturday. Maybe that's what we need in the Great Reset. Maybe guys like him shouldn't be able to make a living playing ball till he's 35 and then spend the rest of his life calling the rest of honest, hardworking, decent America second choice save-a-hose. Because he played a ball game, because he handled balls with other men his whole life. So, who do we want to exalt in society, folks? Do we want to exalt the stepdad? Or do we want to exalt a guy who plays ball for a living and hates women and children? I'm okay if sports go away. I'm okay if in the changing of society, well, maybe the thing men need is to no longer have men who play children's games to look up to. Maybe that's our problem. I don't know. I don't know. I think we live in a world that's it's the inversion. We live in the upside down. I almost don't want to blame Aubrey Huff. I mean, he spent his whole life ingrained in Hollywood, looking at pictures of trans men that became women. I mean, the Trans Mafia is ancient. I'm assuming he's a little older than me, so go back to when he was a young man. Go look at like the poster of Baywatch. It's a bunch of unattractive girls with no hips, no thighs, no butt, and fake breasts. None of them have breasts either. You literally have a bunch of unattractive women that we've been told our whole lives were the epitome of attractive. But what does that do? When you go out in the world and you never ever see those fake trans products of Hollywood, you develop a bitter hatred for women. All women are sluts and thoughts and gonna take men's money and okay, guy. Yeah. Yeah, some woman's just trying to take all your hard-earned millions from playing that ball game. And that girl's Delphine. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like my whole life I've had to say to men, I mean, since I was as early as I could muster words, I'd be like, guys would say dumb shit, and I'd be like, you like women or what? It's a simple question. If you see women and the first thing you say is, I have a problem with X, you're probably a gay guy. Probably not your fault. You've been raised in gay soup. You've been taught by everyone in Hollywood wasn't John Wayne. The casting directors, all those guys are gay. So they write roles where women are not attractive, and they cast women that don't really look like. We have this idea that Jennifer Aniston is the most beautiful woman. Women don't look like Jennifer Aniston. Like that's not a person, right? Like in real life, 50-year-old women don't look like Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston didn't look like Jennifer Aniston when she was 30, right? She's a product. So, am I mad at Aubrey Huff? Yeah, I mean, you should have had the wherewithal to see past the veil and not hate women and not get jealous that men would date women. I mean, that's what it comes down to. He's upset that men he feels are getting the dirty deal by other women. I don't care what happens to other men in their relationships with women if they're happy. If you're dating a woman, if you're in a marriage with a woman, and from my point of view, I'm like, hey man, you might be getting done dirty. And he's like, hey, everything's great with me. Hey, happy, good for you. End of discussion. I'm not gonna care. If you look at interactions with other men and women, and you're successful in yours, like Aubrey Huff should be, tall, good looking, rich, oozing toxic machismo, for him to be upset that men are supporting women and children, like, what man gets upset that men support women and children? That's a gay guy. But he's been exalted to the highest totem pole of toxic man machismo because he spent his career handling balls with other men. I mean, I know I'm pouring it on thick here, but you guys kind of got to see this, right? Now, don't think for 1 second that I'm some softy way over on the end of the movements that matters, right? The lives and the twos. That's not my thing. I'm far more of a caveman than this would lead on. But at the same time, cavemen aren't gay guys. Don't look at a gay guy and be like, oh, that's toxic masculinity. What you think is toxic masculinity is usually latent homosexuality. So what's the point of all this? Men, stop hating women. Men, I mean, don't stop being gay. Be gay if you want. But don't hide behind being gay. Stop pretending to not be gay. Stop trying to be this alpha poon hound when secretly you hate women. Because only a man who hates women would ever deride a man for taking care of women and children. Only a gay guy, right? And that's fine. That's fine if Aubrey Huff wants to be a gay guy. But those of us out there who are not gay guys should probably stop looking at all these gay guys in sports. All these gay guys in Hollywood. All these gay guys on TV. You're the real man. You, out there, raising children, loving women. So, I mean, I don't know. Here's a guy who brands himself as the patriarchy, when totally it looks like the patriarchy is a big rainbow party, if he is the patriarchy. So yeah, do yourself a favor. Go back and look at old episodes of Baywatch. Those women wouldn't pass muster as attractive today. Like, guys I know in real life aren't attractive to olive oil with augmented breasts. Plenty of guys I know in real life married and dated women who have children, including myself. But yet the biggest, manliest voices are guys who hate women and obviously don't want children taken care of. They want a bunch of fatherless children out in the world. That is the playbook of the pedophile. Pedophiles don't want men going in and marrying mom and being a father in the house to that child. That's wonderful for pedophiles. So, am I just trash mouthing Aubrey Huff? Yeah, I really am. I hope this goes viral. I mean, let's be honest, I'm gonna get in trouble for as many times as I said gay in this video. I'm just ill. I'm ill of a society of men that have it's not even the wrong measuring stick. They don't even know what they're measuring. Playing a game, making fake money, drinking whiskey, using words like toxic masculinity, that doesn't make you a man. Harry Styles out there wearing a dress and being comfortable with it doesn't make you a man. Israel Adesanya dyeing your hair pink just because you can hit some guys, you're not as good as everybody says, doesn't make you a man. We have all these notions that just being comfortable makes you a man, or being a toxic prick makes you a man, or playing a fucking ball game makes you a man. No, the manliest thing you can do is raise kids and take care of women. So, fuck you, Aubrey Huff. And all the guys that feel the way you do. All the guys that hate women and children. Yeah. If you like this one, share it. God bless.